Good morning and welcome to the Closers Cafe on a Thursday morning, December 11th. I wasn't going to go live this morning. I'll explain why in a minute, but I figured I was going to be doing this work anyway, and why not document or demonstrate for anyone who is interested by sharing a real world example of using AI to attract real estate clients, like real world, how to, not the clouds, but in the dirt, how to use AI in our business to tell better stories that we can then turn into more client opportunities, or specifically attract more clients to us. So I'm just going to, in a minute here, share my screen, and I'm going to give you an example of that already working from last week, meaning I picked a client, I attracted a new client using content that I posted for free. And the content, I used AI to help me organize and structure the story, and as a shortcut to doing all of that. And I did that again this morning. Sorry, my hat is bothering me. I did that again this morning, and I figured, why not show in real time what I'm going to do anyway? So before I get into that, for those of you who are interested, onedealaweek.com. Today at noon, I will be sharing a free Zoom webinar with 3 simple steps to close a deal a week every week without a big ad budget, without having to do TikTok-y style videos, without having to work a bunch of nights and weekends and all of that other nonsense. You can register for the Zoom webinar, onedealaweek.com, onedealaweek.com. With that said, let's get into the actual topic that I promised, which is a real world example of using AI, ChatGPT, and I'll show you an example that I used Claude, which is just another AI, to help you create content that will attract more real estate clients to you. And I'll share an example that I posted last week. Actually, I posted it live, I think, on the live stream last Thursday. I'm pretty sure that's when I did it. And then I'm going to create and post a new one live this morning, telling the story of some clients that on Monday we sold their home, and yesterday they bought the home that they are downsizing into. So give me a thumbs up if you think that would be helpful. So I'm going to share my screen here. This is the post from last week. I'll share what I had posted on Nextdoor. I took this same post and also posted it on Facebook and also posted it on my Google business profile. It's right here. I didn't even have an image in this post. It was literally just text. And quite honestly, I got some comments that made me think maybe I should delete this post. But I also got a comment, Eric here, who just commented, Eric, his name, his cell phone number, and said, I only want to discuss with Josh. And I called Eric on Friday. We've since called and texted a number of times, and we're working together. All of that from a free post. In this case, I used Claude, the AI tool Claude, to take a video transcript of me telling this story and turn it into a story post like that. This morning, I had to take my youngest daughter to the orthodontist, 8 a.m. appointment. Uh-oh, where are my chats? Is it only in my phone? This is weird. Well, I might have to pull it up on my phone and share that way. So this morning, I had to take Tegan. To, oh my goodness, texts and so forth flying in here. Get out of here. I had to take her. Oh, no, this is the right one. I'm sorry. I just got confused. I had to take Tegan to the orthodontist, 8 a.m. appointment. And that's why I didn't schedule out the live streams. Normally I schedule them earlier and pick my content topic, etc. But I had to take her this morning. And, I'm also doing this, the class at noon, just a busy day. I got a settlement in the afternoon after that as well. And I'm sitting in the car, and for whatever reason, I'm inspired to put this together. So I just opened up ChatGPT and I started talking to it. I said, I'd like some help with putting together a post I can share on Facebook and Nextdoor and my Google business profile about clients that we recently helped sell their current home and downsize into another home. They had reached out about one of my other listings, blah, blah, blah. So I told the whole story here. This is just me talking to chat. And, I got this, all that. All right, that's a great story to share. And I can definitely help you turn it into a friendly, engaging post. Let's make it conversational, blah, blah, blah. So it turned it into this content here. And it's not even a really long story, but it's pretty compelling. And then I asked, can you come up with a couple of different variations for the hook to this post, meaning the first couple of words or the first sentence to get the most, get the people reading engaged and create some curiosity so that they will read the entire post. And so it gave me some better hooks there. I think I'm going to go with the third one. So what I'm going to share is, I wanted to share that. Like, just talk to GPT, use it as a thought partner on things like this. And it doesn't have to be GPT. It could be Gemini, whatever. This post I mentioned, I used Claude to help me write it, but whatever, use what you've got. So that's step one. Like, just tell the story. I have since created, I did this right before going live because I just wanted this be short and sweet because, again, busy day. I created this image in Canva. That I'm going to use with the post. Now, that post for last week, I didn't even use an image or include an image. It was literally just text. But I'm going to use that image, and I'm going to tweak the output from ChatGPT, and I'm going to post it on Facebook. I'm going to post it on Nextdoor, and I'm going to post it on my Google business profile. So I'm just going to do that right now. Let's go ahead and do it. I have already edited my image to add a location, to geolocate it, and to add captions as additional ways to tag the content. So let's go and let's do this. I'm going to start. Let me share my screen again. I'm going to start on Nextdoor. I'm going to hit post. I'm going to choose my image. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's this one right here. So that's my image. And then I'm going to drop a pin on the location of the home they sold. That's really where I'd like to get more business. Where they bought is, I'm happy to take business where they bought, but it's a little farther away, and I'd ideally, not where I would. I don't want to proactively create more business there. Okay. So this is the hook. When a longtime homeowner needed a low stress way to downsize, we got creative. Here's how we made their off-market move happen quickly and easier. We just helped. I'm going to tweak this. So we don't want to just copy and paste the output. Take it and tweak it, make your own, etc. So we just helped a longtime homeowner who needed a low stress way to downsize. And we got a little creative to make it all happen. Here's how we made their off-market move to make it all work. Here's how we made their off-market move happen quickly and easily. Okay, so that's like the hook, the lead in, right? That's what hopefully draws people in and gets them to click the more button and read the rest of the post. So I'm going to copy this now, and I'm going to drop this in here. and I'm going to read it and edit it in real time. Earlier this week, we helped a wonderful couple who'd been in their home for 50 years make a big life transition. They reached out to us about another listing of ours, not that we had, of ours. And after a long chat, we realized we could help them not just find a new home, but also sell their current one in a way that fit their needs perfectly. ... They really wanted to avoid the hassle of public showings and the whole MLS process. So we found them a great buyer off market within just a few days. Then we turned around and found them the perfect new double wide home in a lovely community, even though we had to navigate a couple of competitive offers along the way. We found them perfect double wide in a local home. Parentheses, also off market. Though we had to navigate a couple of competitive offers along the way. In the end, it's all about making these big transitions as smooth and stress-free as possible. We're so happy for them and excited to see them enjoy this next chapter. I'm not even going to include a call to action. Actually, yeah. Well, let's do this. I'll use this as another way to illustrate using it. Can you help me come up with a congruent call to action for the end of the post? Let's see what chat comes up with for that. While it's doing that, I'm going to go and grab something to copy. I'm going to go for let me go find one of my other posts here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to find when we posted this and copy that. Here it is. There we go. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste this at the bottom. Home for sale. Instead of home for sale, I'm going to say just sold. Listing agent, realty, off market, Hummelstown, Lower Dauphin schools. We buy homes. Do all of that. Now let's see what it came up with here. If you think about downsizing or need a low stress way to sell, reach out anytime. Happy to walk you through your options or talk through your options. We've got a move on your mind and want to explore. If you or someone you know is considering a transition like this, here, this is what we're going to do. This is the one. If you or someone you know is considering a transition like this, we're here to help make it simple and stress-free. Just call or text me anytime at, and I'm going to put my personal cell phone in here. I'm going to match that to this post here. Beautiful. Okay, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Going to copy that so I can then post it elsewhere. So let's see here. Am I ready to let it rip on this one? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go there, and then we're going to go here. Again, if you just hopped on late, I'm showing a real world example of using AI, in this case, ChatGPT, and I showed an example of using Claude, another AI tool that has already already helped me attract a new client. But I'm just showing real world usage of this, telling a story of some clients that we helped on earlier this week. We had settlement on the top house, the top image pictured here on Monday, and then helped them with the purchase of the bottom one yesterday. So I'm going to make sure that these are all highlighted or whatever it is. I don't know why when you paste them in, they're not, they don't seem to be, I don't even know, activated. I'm not sure what the right word is. So I'm just highlighting all of these. And there. I'm going to add my personal profile, and here, and next. Let's get this out of the way. Post. Then I'm going to post this on my Google business profile. And then the last thing I'm going to do is a couple of things on my phone with the Facebook profile for that. I cannot get the right photo here. I don't know why it won't show the photo that I wanted to show. That's a terrible photo. I don't know why it's showing, driving me nuts. Okay, image. So we're going to find the image there. We're going to paste this in. Oh, okay. I got to delete some stuff here. Call to action on here is going to be tap call now. Let's chat. I'm going to grab the rest of these because now there's more room in the post. Get rid of that. Add the call now button. There we go. Posterooski. No one says that. I don't know why I said that. And I am going to finish on the profile here. I'm going to pull up, I'm going to my Facebook app on my phone. I'm going to my personal profile. And right here, it's showing up there, which is good. I'm going to share it to my story. Share it to my story. I'm going to go to my business page and share it to my story on there as well. And I actually linked up 2 business pages because I have one that Facebook is like, I don't know, it won't allow me to show, it won't allow me to run ads from it. So, but I'm going to link that one up as well. And there we have it. That about does it. Let me just make sure that this is showing up on my timeline. It is. So there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. That is a real world example of using AI, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, whatever your, your AI tool of choice to create content and attract potential clients. And I shared at the beginning of this an example from last week. If you missed the beginning, you can go back and as soon as this is wrapped up, which will be soon, because I've got a busy morning, busy afternoon, etc. I shared an example of a long form. It was a text only post that I shared last week that has already brought me a client. And then this morning, like I said, I was with my youngest daughter, Tegan. we were at the orthodontist, and I was in the car and just had a conversation with Chat GPT, told the story of these clients, and it helped me clean that up, organized the story and the content. And then I just went and posted that with an image, further conveying the story as well. That is way, way better than just sold or just listed, right? Stories connect with people. People connect with stories. Jesus spoke in parables. Why? Because people are more likely to remember something when you tell it in a story format. Okay? For example, last week, I took a transcript of a video. I fed it into Claude and asked Claude to write that I could share on Facebook and Nextdoor and Google Business. Claude spit out a rough draft of this long form post that I then shared on the following platforms. In a few short hours, we started to get comments and likes and engagements, and even someone by the name of Eric, who is an investor developer, who wanted me to reach out to him. I reached out to him the next day. We had a wonderful conversation, and he shared with me a property that he wanted to sell off market because he had two projects, or has two projects, that are taking longer and taking more money than he expected. He's not going to get to this property as soon as he would like. I used that property as bait on Monday to do outreach to active investor buyers. I now have two more investor clients in my phone who I know their buy box, and I am proactively working to find them deals that make sense. That whole story is an example of using AI in the real world to help attract clients. Later today, noon Eastern, onedealaweek.com. I do it every time. There's nothing over here. There's that. You should check that out too. But onedealaweek.com. 3 simple steps, 1 closing a week, every week. I'll show you how later today. Free webinar, onedealaweek.com. If you have trouble registering, or you're watching this after the fact and you can't find the replay or the recording, whatever, just shoot me a DM or text me at 717-571-0456. Use AI, ChatGPT, Gemini, whatever. Use it as a thought partner. Talk to it. That's the easiest, best way to start and get comfortable with the platform. That's it for now. I hope to see you on the workshop later today. onedealaweek.com. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to spend some time today talking to AI and find some ways to use it to grow your business, or just improve your life in some way or another. Thanks. See you tomorrow.